Today we're going to talk about the power that comes from modeling success. Now, I've been blessed to meet and to get to know some super successful people in my lifetime. And I've actually made it a point to study success for decades. And I've seen so many of the same thought processes and traits and habits and attitudes and qualities in those people that are successful. You start to see patterns after a while. So let's talk about what I see successful people do, how they operate. Successful people, for starters, don't fear failure. They realize that setbacks are a part of life and that they're learning opportunities, that they're feedback, that they're only a failure if you stop or you fail to learn the lesson, which is why I call them seminars. Now, most successful people I've met have failed their way to success. Every setback has made them stronger and better. Now, successful people don't believe in luck. They make their own luck. Successful people don't fear change because they recognize that the only thing constant in life is change. Successful people are always looking to innovate, sometimes even reinvent themselves if necessary. They also recognize that if you're not growing or even at just a plateau in their lives, they don't continue to grow. They're actually dying. Successful people take 100% responsibility for their lives and everything in it. And they're also 100% completely committed to whatever it is that they're doing. Not 1 foot in, 1 foot out. Total 100% commitment. Successful people continually work on their communication skills because they recognize communication is a critical component of success. When someone asks them what they do for a living, they're able to respond articulately and congruently and passionately to describe themselves. Successful people know that their net worth is their network, so they're continually building and enhancing and nurturing relationships. Successful people are continually learning and improving and becoming better at their craft because they recognize learning is earning. Successful people influence others because they're passionate about what they do, and that passion comes from loving what it is that they do. They recognize that it's impossible to inspire someone else if they're not inspired themselves. Successful people recognize that they can't please everyone, so they don't try. They also are authentic and they live their own lives instead of being pushed to live a life that's not theirs. Successful people aren't afraid to give up short-term comfort for long-term gain. They believe in the adage, grind now, play later. Successful people keep their eyes on the ultimate goal and outcome, and when they encounter an obstacle on that path to those goals, they just change their approach while they keep their eyes on their goal. Successful people are very careful about who they allow into their lives, and they avoid and eliminate negative and toxic people from their lives. Successful people push through fear and push through limiting beliefs to take massive action. They don't allow their fears to stop them. Successful people plan their days and their weeks and their months so that they're more effective and execute more effectively. Successful people operate from a place of integrity with core values or operating principles that they live by. Because they study and master whatever vehicle they're using for the success, they're confident, and that self-confidence influences people to work and even invest with them. Successful people realize how important their health is to their energy, so they pay attention to their diet and they exercise because they know energy is life. Successful people put themselves first and aren't afraid to say no. Successful people enhance their focus through meditation and morning rituals so that they're like a train on a track, avoiding distraction whenever possible. They hang around people that are further along than when they are because they know a rising tide lifts all ships, so they pay very close attention to who they allow to influence them. In other words, their peers. They also stand guard at the door to their minds. They don't allow in a lot of negative crap. They focus on their goals and focus on being happy and positive as often as they can. So, my friend, I know you want this, and it's just a decision. Make that decision. Take massive freaking action, and don't let anything stop you from building that life of your dreams. I'm Rod Khleif, wishing you incredible passion and massive, massive success in your business and in your life.